This is update part 2 on our Packard Bell new old stock console television life test. I need to put all these videos into a playlist because they're starting to stack up. If you're not familiar with this test, a series of videos, this is a series of videos, and this set was new old stock, and we put it into service. All original parts, all original tubes, and we wanted to kind of see how long everything lasts. We put an hour meter in it, and today is December 12th, 2022, and the last time we had an update was October 30th, and at that time it blew the horizontal output cathode current fuse. Now I added the fuse basically to protect from fires and smoke, and if the flyback shorted or something in the high voltage. So I suspect that's what happened. The last time the failure occurred, it was after the set had been on for an extended period of time. Today apparently it was turned on this morning and it just never came up. So I'm sort of suspecting the cathode fuse, but you never know. The last time we opened it, again, it was on October 30th, so a little over a month ago, and at that time it had 439 hours on it. This is an ongoing test. A lot of people donated money to this project. Like I said, we're doing a comprehensive life test on putting a new old stock vacuum tube color television into regular daily driver service. So I'm going to fire it up. Let's see what happens. Also, I do want to say that there's virtually been no adjustment done to this. This thing has needed no adjustment since it was put into service over 2 months ago. The fine tuning hasn't been adjusted. The screens haven't been adjusted. The vertical horizontal oscillator, nothing's been adjusted. There have been no tweaks to this thing. It's literally just been as reliable as a new set. All original capacitors, all original tubes, nothing's been changed. And yes, I did take the light bulbs out of it. Now that I think about it, I should probably put one back in so we can tell when it's on and off. So yeah, suspecting no high voltage, nothing. So let's get the back off, and I did fuse the horizontal output kind of low. I fused it at 250, but I'm okay if it blows the fuse every month or so, because then we get to do an update video. I got a real high voltage probe here, one that's semi-accurate. You know, those ones that I've been using with the little meter on them, those are not accurate. This is supposed to be good to 1% accuracy on a 10 meg input meter. So we're going to check the high voltage. It should be 24K with the brightness all the way down. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is see where our hours are. So we're at 1,085 hours. So we've a little bit more than doubled our hours from the last time the fuse smelled. However, I am detecting a little bit of a burning scent here. So our cathode fuse is right there. What we'll do is we'll put our fluke meter across it. Powering up. I might try this too. This is a Russian horizontal output tube. These things are just immensely heavy duty, and I made an adapter for it. Here we go. So the fuse is definitely blown. Now last time we had 185 milliamps here. which there it came. So it looks like it just blew the fuse. Why we're on this channel, I don't know.
Lends itself to that. Old school, new school, on the scene or the red carpet. If it's happening.
Oh yeah,
Call Sweet James.
little Hall and Oates will get you every time.
What's the number one answer?
Time to break out your nice list. The In-N-Out Holiday Gift Card.
Still has a great picture. Like I said, it just hasn't been adjusted at all. It just has been rock solid. Look at this, 1,000 hours. And it doesn't even look like it's used. That's incredible. So let's try look at the size difference here. Let's try the Soviet tube. See how it works. All right, here we go. I have no idea if this is gonna work. Where the big girl's at. These things do warm up slow. These Soviet tubes, but they're rated for really high hours. I think they're rated for something like 10,000 hours or something. Although that's not doing bad. Like I said, these really warm up slow. So there you go. There's your Soviet tube, and you don't have full deflection yet. We're going to let it run for a few minutes, but it doesn't appear that I have turn this off. Come on. I don't see a drive line in it, which is good, which means that it's... So our cathode current's a little bit lower with the Soviet tube. So we're about with 20 milliamps lower. I replaced the fuse. So we're going to check the high voltage here. And this setup should be within 1%. And this TV wants 24 kilovolts. With the brightness all the way down. Let me see, this is brightness. Turn that all the way down. And let's probe this sucker and see what we got. We're right at 23.4. I'm probably going to leave it. It's a little bit better to have the high voltage low than high because it'll protect the insulation on the flyback a little bit better. You don't want to run your high voltage too high. That's how you get things to break down. So let's do this. Let's get something here with a bright picture. Let's see, where's some news? Who do we have that's Dogs of the Year? No. No, 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 no. There we go. There we go.
We have people temporarily housed in motels and hotels, but at the same time, to use the emergency order to fast-track building.
That says she is meeting with city and county leaders to
23.4.
inside safe, which she expects will cost under $100 million.
Oh, yes. Really good regulation on these. When they work, the regulation on these shunt tube sets is rock solid. So we're good here. Like I said, absolutely flawless performance for the past 1,050 hours. Hasn't needed anything. It's got all the original capacitors in it. So I might turn the linearity up a little bit. I got a little bit of a gap there. But then again, running that a little bit low helps protect your vertical output tube. So
the city council expected to sign off on the state of emergency Tuesday and then renew it every 30 days.
oh yes.
That's KCAL 9 News.
A billionaire is cheered and booed on stage.
That's right. The world's richest man gets an unexpected reception. His reaction next today. Mary?
We are looking at mostly clear skies. The storm system that brought rain earlier this morning has now departed the state. But what's next on tap is a very cold air mass with potentially some record low temperatures. I'll have those details coming up in my next weather forecast.
And 3D printed homes.
Seems like it's bouncing around quite a bit. I don't know if that's... See that bouncing around?
Just outside of Austin, Texas.
It's very innovative. It's a new method.
Home builder Lennar is collaborating with construction technology company Icon to build a community of 100.
I don't know if that's in the line because these old TVs are not regulated. So any little thing in the line, see that? See how it's the size of it's bouncing around?
Nationwide are starting to utilize 3D printing, which is typically faster and cheaper than traditional construction. And not just for full-size homes. In Southern California, the company Azure Printed Homes is producing shed-sized dwelling units that can go in the backyard.
Yeah, well, what if I don't want to live in a 3D printed house?
I am looking for it, Doctor.
Oh, a house that's made out of wood and plaster.
Brilliant formulation.
It really is. And then when we
Oh, here we go. Gotta get my décolleté waxed. Yeah, there's an issue there. See that?
technologically advanced anti-aging foundation on the planet, and they just looked at me and went, sure you did.
Let me do this.
We did it. We actually did it. Because you get results like Jenny, like Barb, like Mina, like all of the ready-to-wear models out here get every single day. I don't care what level of life you're at. Look at Jenny's skin right now and tell me this is not game-changing and amazing. Let's start at the forehead, right? So look at how much more firm.
Ooh, did she have a crepe-tastic experience?
Her skin. The light bounce is incredible. Look underneath those eyes. Are you kidding me? Isn't that? Her eyes have it for me right there. Look at how gorgeous her eyes are. It's really helped to accentuate them and make them.
Oh yes, accentuate my eyes.
And as we go down, the apples of her cheeks are full. Those cheekbones are really pronounced. We're getting a sculpt.
Let's hit the degousing button here and see if we can clean this up down in the bottom corner there.
This is why I fell in love with this product. And I have to tell you all, so Jenny she was with us when we did the world launch of this.
See, what's neat is if you just tap the degousing button, watch this.
Right. But when she put it on, and then we saw the before and after, and we saw the side view of Jenny, it was an audible gasp.
Oh, yes.
In the studio, it was unbelievable. Can we show a side of Jenny?
That's how important purity is. See that?
Look at this, you guys.
Look at that. Look at that. Wow.
Lift up that skin. Chisel out that jawline. Give the skin that taut, beautiful effect again. This is remember what I just said a second ago. Discover the face that you remember. It's in this bottle.
I mean,
discover the face that you remember is in this bottle.
From what you just look right here. This is absolutely live. Look at how we've been able to lift and chisel. It's almost like a face.
Lift and chisel.
Here's what I need to know too. A lot of times when we're out here presenting this foundation, we're sold out of colors. We'll sell to the Fairlight, we'll sell to the Deep, red.
Understand she listens to you.
Oh, it's got that beautiful RCA green. See that? Although this is probably really copyright flavored.
So the first is brings out in your kids, your grandkids, your godchildren, your nieces and your nephews. Like, this is that item that they're going to be like, yeah, oh, cool, Uncle uncle got me these.
Yeah,
That's what this comes down to, right? It's true.
absolutely. And they'll
They
never
light up
forget
and they're
that.
so black. That's
Never
right.
forget that.
I love it.
And you can
Oh.
play with them. They're the best.
Truly, truly. This is item T 46272, the hover quad set of 2 remote control cars with lights and auto stunt. Sale price of $24.95 and those 5 easy payments of $4.99. An amazing way to bring home not 1, but 2 of these really
If you need to
fun
get financing on something that's $25,
Okay.
maybe you shouldn't be buying it.
Put on your Santa pants.
You might need to readjust your finances if you need to finance something that's $25.
This is the Demdeco Old St. Nickers Snowball Toss Holiday Game. QVC price of $29.95.
Oh yeah, you can get financing on that too, yes.
Advertisement from
Items I was picking today for fabulous deals, and this was one of them. Just kidding, it's not a power buy. It's a fabulous deal. But
Ooh, look at those
well,
wrinkles.
I'm going to tell you, it was a power buy. And here's what I'm going to tell you. The power buy on this cross, first of all, this cross is amazing. It is beautiful. And I'm going to offer you a necklace. Now, here's what I do want to let you know.
So,
I'm glad. Oh, I'm going to give you a new beginning. He's going to walk through it with you.
Every budget needs a little flex during the holidays.
Okay, it's Bell and Howell's, it's the annual tradition, it's the tack lantern. I have bought these so many times in my life, I feel like I'm at home. We're going to do our Christmas tradition, our holiday tradition, where you will not get 1, you will not get 2. I won't even send you 3, 4, 5 or 6, how about...
Consumers are still having hair.
With my old vacuum, after I would use it, I would still find hair on the ground. And it turns out it really wasn't getting everything. It wasn't clean.
Mick Jagger mouth.
And odors that spread throughout your home.
Oh no.
When I vacuum, it's almost like I'm making everything dirtier because it...
Inventor, our and a good friend, Julian Johnson. And we invented the first...
Oh, this is that guy that's like... Listen.
Julian, show us a problem.
I hate when my cereal gets stale. With the Duo, with one touch of a button, in seconds, it's sealed tightly and fits right back in the box.
Oh, I love that it goes back in the box.
Is that great?
Yeah, you know, I have a similar problem. I have hot dogs. I bought the big pack to save money. But now how am I going to seal it? I can seal it right in the package that it came in, just with the touch of a button. In seconds, look at this. Right back into the fridge, and guess what? I get to know what's inside because it's got the label on the front. You know, I have a similar problem with potato chips. If you have leftover potato chips, you want to keep them fresh. Press the button.
These are first world problems.
I'm going to have a fresh seal on my potato chips.
Or knowing this country, they're probably second or third world problems at this point.
And the bag will take up less room. And watch this. Just like it came from the supermarket.
Ooh.
No more stale chips, Julian.
Absolutely. Somebody who knows somebody who's had a horrible result as a result of fentanyl. You want to know how it's getting here, and we've been talking around the situation. I have someone who can talk it to you.
Yes, the voice and the video are in perfect sync.
Spend your weekend
now.
Hurry, Skeezits.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe I've forgotten how to tie my own shoes. They've been tied for as long as I can remember.
More sync issues.
It's the Great Midwest Tree Sliding, hosted by that girl Lele.
So anyway, this has gone on long enough. Wow, look at the color. The color is just beautiful on these TVs. Look at that. It's just beautiful color.
Chris Miss. Then stick around afterward.
Like not bun.
But anyway, there's this.
I am a founding member of the Bell and Howell Tack Lantern fan club. And I think you would, honestly, you'll join Lou and I in that. You get all 7. I mean, the deal is so strong. The value is so huge. You get every single color. And they'll all come boxed. They'll all come individually matching in gift.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, if you want to get the marquee link necklace...
We're getting this.
Yeah. You know what? Go
Thanks to everybody who contributed to this.
Very
sucked in.
It's an ongoing experiment.
I really like that. This is what a chai latte tastes like when you drink it.
Exactly, yeah.
This
We've
is
just done a frozen
wonderful.
version.
Very, very nice.
How about that?
And a great
It's just all garbage.
I'm on your computer. On my computer.
All garbage.
You know, Santa Rosa County is about the size.
But he bids me go. On the market. It's literally crushing all 5 cans at one time. This is where the Duo is incredibly unbelievable. I can lift it up with one hand. So we packed all that power without all the weight. You could never, ever, ever do this with one of those clunky sealers. We can literally.
How could you ever live without something that does that?
Whether it's fresh, dry, frozen, but what sets us apart is we can even vacuum seal liquids. And I'm going to show you why we can do